Alright, so I just wanted to make this video and since I've got back just to confirm this. Now, this could be just because these are prototype images, but generally the prototype images, like these ones, like these are showing a finished one. And it appears that they've actively tried to cut down on the amount of plastic in the packaging, because you can see these do not have a plastic window instead, and also the Daleks. I don't know if they're still tied into the box or what. But you can see here the way that the rather than having the old style where it's a plastic window box and then inside it's two sides of a plastic bubble that comes away. This time we've got no custom backgrounds, so they've gone away this time around, which is weird because Alduar normally loves to do them. In fact, normally puts more effort into a lot of the sets, but with this one, no, it just seems like it's a single piece of plastic that's stuck to the back or just in there that's holding them in. Now, the only thing about this is, without having the exterior bit of the plastic window, again, this might not be on all of them, it might just be this, but if you look at the prototype image here for the other set, it looks exactly the same as previous years. Again, no custom backdrop again, so we've gone back to just basic white, which I think is a bit, dull. But yeah, with this one you can see there's a plastic outer window in front of it and the plastic bubble inside. But with the Dalek sets, with both of them, that is not the case, unfortunately. And the only reason I'm worried about this is because obviously if there's no plastic window or any protection there, it's more likely that the Daleks are gonna get damaged. So yeah, now I know this is to obviously cut down on plastic and that and everything, but there's a kind of a fine line with this in between protection, but then also there's a fine line of just like, it's pointless saving on that if the items themselves are going to be damaged, because then that's even more waste. So yeah, I don't know. Again, this might not be in the final thing, it could not be, but yeah, it doesn't look the greatest there, because I mean these boxes themselves are normally very, very thin, very flimsy cards, so it's a bit worrying about the boxes. Something I didn't mention about the Daleks as well is a friend of mine pointed out, the shoulder sections here, the slats on the MIG sections are new. They're actually a new sculpt. I didn't notice it originally, but if you look at the mesh is a different pattern, and the slats are seemingly slightly chunkier. Now, again, I'm going to hold off until I actually get them in hand, whether they're more accurate or not, but also the eyes, I don't know if the eyes themselves, the actual ball at the end, is any different. But yeah, with these Daleks, don't know. I'm not sure, but we'll see in hand. We'll see in hand with these. But yeah, it is interesting with these ones. It is interesting, but yeah, that makes section though, just like, at least since this one it's just black, standard black. This one's a lot easier to fix than, say, the Power Daleks where you're trying to match grey to grey. At least with black, it's a solid sort of mapped black sort of finish, so that's a lot easier to paint and sort out than this. And I might do a video on it at some point, so yeah, if I ever do that. But yeah, regardless, the packaging or lack thereof does slightly worry me. But yeah, when these are supposed to come into B&M, I think was early September. But at the moment, it's just kind of if I'm waiting. I haven't seen any reviews pop up yet, so I don't know, because I know there was a few delays on this because the announcement I think was meant to be the other week, but they've been delayed because of shipping and publicity photo issues and stuff like that. But still, they do worry me. They do worry me. And the biggest thing is because like the 10th Doctor one, I keep going back to that, but I still can't figure out the reason of the pink stripes. Why? Especially when the raggedy 10th Doctor, which doesn't make any sense because it was never like he was never like that. At least not like that. So yeah, I don't know why. And this might also be the first year where I skip on the 3 packs initially. Like I will get them eventually, but I'll probably wait for a price drop. The only reason, in fact, last year I got all of the 3 packs as they came out is because my granny bought them for me as gifts. That is the only reason why I got all of them on release. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But probably I'll get maybe the 8th Doctor one. But the 10th Doctor one is like, I don't know. It's just like Alduar changing things for just like the sake of changing things. I was having a conversation with Toyboxer Raslang over Twitter, and he said, "Oh, it's not Alduar's fault. It's the factory's fault." But the thing is, Alduar admitted last year that the Power Dalek was a fuck up on his end. He didn't say it at the time, because obviously that would be bad PR, but he later admitted that, yes, it was something he overlooked. And with these ones, he does seem to be getting a bit lazier. Like, you know, no custom backdrop, which he normally does. That, I'm not too fussed. I'm not really fussed on, but come on, this mix section here, like, come on. Come on, again. 2 years in a row. Like, it was bad enough you did it last year, but 2 years in a row you've done this. This is not a good trend. This is not a good trend, but yeah, regardless of that. So yeah, my point originally was because I'm worried about the packaging for these, but yeah, there we go.